Ready to do some team building? Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing is first. We have deleted all the characters that we do not have. So. Okay. So. Alright, anyways, let's get to team building. Now, of course, this guy being the highest point booster I have, he is going to be on the team. And of course, we have both these legends, so we're going to be using Sugar as the main captain, Smoker as the sub. Now, what else do we need here? We need a unit that can... So he gives us badly matching orbs and locks them. So that actually isn't a problem, because with quick units, they're going to be Dex units. Full board of badly matching slots, which, because we've got a full team of quick units, they'll be treated as Dex. And then Yonji's special ability makes Dex orbs beneficial to quick units. I don't know why the database lists this, but it's actually for 3 turns. Like, it's beneficial for 3 turns. Okay. So, that's fine. We need some sort of way to get rid of Despair. So, we need a Despair remover. So, Bonnie would be the perfect option here. Okay. But we have to worry about the cooldown, right? Actually, we could put Bonnie here. That makes sense, right? Because Reiju does some nasty shit here. 3 turns of cooldown to the first column, which is your left side. So 3 turns of special reverse, which is kind of annoying. So now we need... Okay, so orbs are taken care of, Despair is taken care of. Ah, the Rainbow Shield. Why is Gukimaru only 4 turns? That is like the dumbest shit ever. Why is it only 4 turns? I think Reiju is the only option here, right? I guess early on I can just use Gukimaru. Or I could just use you, it doesn't really matter. But I guess for now we can do that. Bro recruit treble support? Wait, really? Because I do have treble support max. I remember that treble removes threshold. I did not know that he removed Rainbow Shield too. Ah, the unit's got to use their special though. I'm not using Sugar on this stage. Because I want to use Sugar on the final stage. Because I want to use like Smoker. Actually, well, it actually doesn't even matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I could just use Gukimaru. But I guess if I wanted to use Gukimaru on another team, I could do that a little bit later. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely true. All right, let's move on to the first boss. So we got Caesar. Now, Caesar, he just has a barrier and a delay immunity. So, carrot anybody? Carrot anybody? And that's basically it. We don't even need to worry about that anymore. That's fine. No, you do need the Toy Bears because you get paralyzed on the final stage and you use the Toy Bears to hit through paralysis. But, the thing is, I wanted to use Smoker, but if we're going to have the Bonnie to get rid of the Despair, and if we kill that stage in 1 turn, we have an attack boost anyway on our team, which means that we can use Sugar to make everyone... So use everyone's special, then use Sugar, and then on the final stage, just use her super type and attack, and that should be it. Because there's nothing that we really have to worry about here. Now, against Bonnie, what do we have here? So, a color barrier. Oh, right. This is the one where Zorojuro was very, very useful for. So, we're going to use double Zoro. We're going to use Treasure Map Big Mom, wherever she is. She's really good. We'll use X Drake. Yeah, I think that's basically it. I mean, it would be nice to run some more wave clearers. We could use... I mean... He's not a high booster, but for more speed, we could use NL. Because we need to have 2 of these specials on the final stage, so we can use 1 special, 2 special, 3 special, or have like one normal attack stage, and then just do special, 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 final stage, special, 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 GG. Because we use X Drake to get rid of the barrier. Who would have thought X Drake's actually good for something? Huh? God damn, dude. Against Kuma, we're going to use Sober Mask. Now, what else do we have here against Kuma? Attack down and paralysis. I think this free-to-play Mori gets rid of both of those. Wait, did I read that? Yeah. Beautiful. So that's fine. The matching orbs are fine. We just use Sober Mask special. So at this point, we just fill them out with whatever we want. That's fine. So against Moria, we get empty orbs. We have Despair, and we're inflicted with Chain Down. So we need a Chain Lock, so we're going to use Rayleigh as a sub for sure. Rayleigh as a captain's not super good in this situation, unless we have a health reducer, which I don't see one off the cuff that we could use. But we need someone to remove Despair. We could use King. Could use you, actually, too. Actually, you change empty orbs, don't you? Oh, no, just block orbs, okay. Well, we could use this Luffy as well. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'm just gonna use Kiyoshiro just because I can. Just thought I'd interject here just to say that I actually end up using Use This Kid as the captain, which in turn would mean that using Kiyoshiro as my Despair Reducer is not a good idea because I still need some type of character to actually proc Use This Kid's special type or super type effect. So in order to do that, it is better to use the Treasure Map Luffy as your Despair Reducer in this situation if you do opt to use Kid as your captain. Use Kid. And... so Despair is fine, Chain is fine, we have Orb Boost, Attack Boost, Chain. We can just kind of fill it out with whatever we want. It doesn't really matter what we put in the team at the end here. So basically, all the teams are complete in terms of getting around enemy buffs and debuffs and such. And now it's just kind of just filling out the teams with the extra characters, right? So I guess we could chuck Luffy and Boa here just because Sober Mask can boost them. We could have this for an orb boost. Could have that for color affinity, I guess. Reiju could go here. You could go here. You could go here, and you could go here. What are our points looking like so far? So now we've got rid of all the 1.35s. That's pretty good. And now we just kind of have to add additional characters, right? So with this, we can filter by carrot and put in a character that will work. I mean, Reiju isn't fully boosted, but that's not a terrible thing. What should we put in? I guess we could put in Hawkins for guaranteed matching slots. Treasure Map Hawkins, that is. We could put in Kuzan. Actually, no. Borsalino would be good because he can wave clear. Caesar has such low health. He's only got 100,000 health, so his scaling is scuffed. He's so weak throughout the whole fight, so it's not a problem. Now, for Bonnie, we would ideally want another strength unit. We have Big Mom, which basically gives us everything we need. So I guess just a strength unit that maybe is a chain locker. Is there any of those units? I mean, you're a 1.1. You're probably not ideal. Chain booster? Nah. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just has to be a strength unit. We could put Kuma, because Kuma can change G-Orbs into matching. Oh, he doesn't change G-Orbs. For all this time, I thought he did. Now, I guess, yeah, Kuma was out before G-Orbs were a thing, so I guess that makes sense. Does Bonnie have an immunity shield? She does. We could use Neko. If we need matching slots, which we don't. G-Orbs are more than enough, but it's fine. Okay, let's update these points. So now we need a final Dex unit for the Moria team. It would be nice if we had like more wave clear units, but I guess it's not a big deal at the end of the day. We don't have color affinity, so technically we could put in this guy. What do you do again? Turn his block orbs into matching, and if your captain's Dex removes blindness, yeah, that's not going to be useful for this fight. Because for matching slots, we're just going to use Kid Super Type, so that's not a big deal. Actually, yeah, no, that works fine. Could just use Hawkins. I think we'll just put in Judge. That's probably the safest bet, just for more additional damage, even though we don't need it. So at this point, all those teams are done. So now we're going to deal with the Ivankov fight. And look, these teams aren't likely going to be my final teams. I might do some changes along the way here. But this is preemptively. Like, all these teams are not going to have a problem with any of these bosses. But you could probably optimize them for speed. Yes, you definitely could. For Ivankov, we're doing the same strategy of having these guys. Like that. I think I'm going to use Sugar again as the captain with Smoker. So what else do we have to deal with here? Increased defense. So I think Blackbeard was the unit I was thinking of. This Blackbeard right here. He's a 1.35 point boost and he reduces defense by 100% for one turn. That's what I'm thinking. And plus he's an orb booster, so that's pretty good. It's pretty pog. Let's put him in. But then we need to change block orbs. I don't know if we have a unit that we could bring that could change block orbs. We need a threshold remover. That's actually important. Actually, oh, he removes threshold. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, by 3 turns. Oh, that's fine. So we could technically use Smoker's special ability earlier, so we don't have to worry about the burn and the attack down. But if we were going to do that, we have no way of getting an attack boost on the final stage. We could do Moria. And by doing this, and as suggested by someone in the chat a little earlier, what we could do is use the support of Bobbin. And Bobbin's support attaches to any quick unit. Once per adventure, when you're inflicted with attack down, changes supported character's own slot and adjacent slots into matching. So we could get matching slots there. And then someone else suggested Kuzan V2, who was I totally didn't even know this was a thing. So he attaches to Smoker. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses a damage dealing or a health cutting special, changes supported character slot and adjacent orbs into matching. So on the final stage of the fight, when we use the Yonji and Yonji's going to proc, but then once we use Smoker special, we're going to have a full board of matching orbs naturally. So it just means that on this stage here with Inazuma, what we could do is turn 1, just tap normally to get rid of the block orbs, and then the turn after it, we could go ahead and use, actually, instead of Blackbeard, we could technically use, does Gyukimara get rid of defense? Or am I tripping? I think he gets rid of percent shield, doesn't he? Yeah, percent shield. Okay. I think that's fine then. So yeah, turn 1, we'll just normal attack to get rid of the block orbs. Then turn 2, we use Blackbeard, who'll get rid of the defense, and he'll give us an orb boost. And then we just, I guess, hope we get matching slots, I guess. Shouldn't be too bad. Even with 1 matching slot, that'll be more than enough, most likely. And then on the final stage, we just launch everything and win. Should be pretty straightforward, I think. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's much else to say. It's pretty straightforward building this time around. And as I said, these teams are not likely going to be my final ones, but as I said, these teams are going to beat the bosses without any issues. It's just a matter of optimizing for speed, which definitely comes later on. I'm not really too sure what type of things are going to change, but if there are any changes, I'll likely do like a playthrough video of the treasure map with the teams that I'll be using. But that's going to wrap up this video today. So thank you so much for watching this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.